YouTube. I'm Cynthia Bell. I'm coming to you live as Life Turns Podcast. I want you to come on in. I want you to feel the vibe, joy, and pain. Tonight we're going to be talking about, yes, girlfriend status with wife duties, boyfriend status with husband duties. Let's talk about it. What do you think about it? Come on in. Subscribe, like, subscribe, share, tag somebody. Joy and pain. Let's talk about this thing tonight. Girlfriend status, wife duties, husband status. Boyfriend status with husband duties. I know we got friends, we got family members. This is not a judgment call. This is not a judgment call at all. But it is a difference of opinions. What we think about the duties of a girlfriend, the duties of a boyfriend. Let's talk about this thing. Okay? Yes. Those of you, subscribe, share. Facebook, like, subscribe, and share. Tag someone. Tag someone. We're going to talk about this thing tonight. A lot of people don't want to talk about it. And again, this is not a judgment call. Not at all. Not a judgment call. But we want to get the opinions. What other people are thinking. You decide for yourself how you wear the shoes. Does the shoe fit you? We're going to talk about it. Listen, if it doesn't fit, you can quit, honey. You can sign off. If this is not the subject matter for you, you can sign off tonight. But tonight, we're going to talk about this thing, okay? Girlfriend status, boyfriend status, wife duties, husband duties. Where do you fit in? And can they put a rule on it? Does that make a difference? Let's talk about this thing. All right. Thank you for joining in YouTube and Facebook. I'm Cynthia Bell, and I'm coming to you live from Hollywood, Florida. Depending upon where you are, where you at, this started at 8:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So again, I want you to tag someone. I want you to like, share, and tag someone. Okay? Let them know what we're going to be talking about tonight. Girlfriend status with wifey duties. Boyfriend status with husband duties. So we're going to talk about this thing. So those of you, again, this is not a judgment call. Not at all. We want to know. We want to know what you think about the situation. We want to know your opinion. Again, if the shoe don't fit, honey, you must quit. You can quit. Okay? All right. So come on in. We're gonna wait and allow some other people to come on in and chime in and join in. We're gonna talk about this. All right. Yes. Yes. Yes, honey. Embrace. I have Dawn Fuller Harris. We have Grace. Embrace the Grace, who had a great podcast the other night about can step parents discipline your children. But yes, honey, we're gonna talk about this thing tonight. It's all good, honey. It's all good. So let's get started. Go ahead and tag somebody. Now, we know that a girlfriend and a boyfriend, that's a wonderful thing, honey. That's a wonderful thing. Tonight we're gonna talk about what is the role of a girlfriend. And we welcome your comments. We want to hear your comments in the chat. We want to talk about this thing. And again, I want to be clear tonight. This is not a judgment call. Okay? This is not none of that. Okay? But again, if the shoe fit, you must have quit. Okay? All right. Okay. Now, oh boy, I tell you. All right, tag somebody, honey. Let's talk about it. Don Fuller Harris says, "Hey, let's talk about it." Thank you for joining in, Grace. Good evening. I'm glad to see you. I'm glad to see you, Don Fuller Harris. I think we have another guest. We have Adrian Fuller, who's joining in. We welcome your comments and all of. Now, let's look and see what a girlfriend, what a girlfriend duty is. The duties of a girlfriend. Let's talk about this thing here. Let's talk about it. Now we're gonna go a little bit deep. We're gonna talk about what does the Bible say about the status of a wife? What does the Bible say about the status of a husband? Okay? Again, no judgment call. No judgment call. So I just want to share with you tonight, but I must put my spectacles on, honey. You know, May's joy and pain, honey. There's a lot of joy and pain in these relationships. So we're gonna get started. And again, Happy New Year. We're how many? We're 25 days in the new year of 2023, and I hope you've made some changes. If not, I hope you're contemplating on making those changes. Okay, girlfriend duties in a relationship. It says here. It says take care of him. All right, thank you. Thank you for joining in, Miss Nikki. Hi, good to see you. All right, thank you for joining in. All right, Liz. Okay. Now, okay, girlfriend doing relationship. Take care of him. The reality about relationship is that it is not one person. Enhance what made him attracted to you. Enhance what made him attracted to you. Motivate him. Knowing how to treat your boyfriend well is not enough. Oh my goodness. Girlfriend versus wife duties. Am I doing too much? Well, you ask yourself that question. You ask yourself that question, honey. Are you doing too much? You ask yourself that question. Are you washing his clothes, cooking his food? Okay? Are you doing all those things and you still don't have a ring on it? Again, this is not a judgment call, but think about the situation, honey. Are you building him up? Are you helping him build up his empire? But you don't have a ring on it yet? Okay? Doing wife duties on a girlfriend's salary. Now let's talk about this thing. Now we welcome your comments. Chime in anytime. The chat room is open, honey. It is open. Doing wife duties on a girlfriend's salary. Doing wife duties on a girlfriend's salary. And my boyfriend have lived together for almost 2 years. Oh my goodness. Okay, and this particular person said, all right, we split things 50-50. Let's talk about that. What do you think about 50-50? What do you think about that? You don't have a ring on it. You don't have a ring on it. So why are we doing 50-50? Why are we doing 50-50? But I want to share. Let me just go here for a second. Bear with me just a moment here. We have Miss Hedrick. Thank you for chiming in, Miss Pamela Hedrick. I thank you so much. I thank you so much, honey. But listen, the question is, all right, girlfriend status, but you're doing wifely duties. You got a boyfriend, okay, but he's not your husband, and he's doing wifely duties. Let's talk about this thing. Do you have a ring on it? Let's talk about it. I welcome your comments, honey. Come to me. All right. Let's see here. All right, it says here, what are the different duties of a wife and a girlfriend? Let's talk about it. What are the difference? What are the difference? Hold on. Okay, we know. Okay, we know. All right. You attracted to him, he attracted to you. You know, we sex is involved, intimacy, all of that. Is he taking care of your children? You taking care of his children? Are you paying his bills? He paying your bills? Are you lifting him up? Is he lifting you up? Okay, let's talk about this. Is that your responsibility to do all of that? Okay, if you just a girlfriend status, if you're the boyfriend, is it your responsibility to be the provider, to take care of that woman, take care of her kids, take care of all her responsibilities? Is that your responsibility, or is that responsibility of a husband? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. All right, we welcome your comments. Let's see here. Come on, chime on in. Give me these comments. I want to hear what you got to say. All right, let's see here. Some point in time, when do we step back, women? When do we step back and say, we know we have our careers, we have our education, we have our diplomas, we have our credentials, we have all of that. Okay, so how does it fit in that we want? Do we want, or do we allow, or is it a prerequisite that the boyfriend take care of all the responsibilities of a husband, and we haven't took our vows before God yet? Okay, we took our vows. We haven't taken any vows. It's just a commitment. It's a romantic commitment to one another. Has nothing to do with God. So let's talk about it. I welcome your comments. Okay, girlfriend status, we're doing wifely duties. Boyfriend status, and we're doing husband duties. Now I took the liberty. Let's see here. See if I can chime this in on a thing that I did earlier today, and I'm going to see if I can play this right now. Let's see here. About there was a interview, Judge Tolliver, who had a case, and they went to divorce court, and the woman was testing that the man that she was living with, she was doing his washing, she was doing the washing of his clothes, cooking of his food, doing all of that, all the wifey stuff. But he had not made an agreement. He had not made a commitment to put a ring on it. So, is there a difference between putting a ring on it? You got fiance responsibilities, you got girlfriend responsibilities, and you got wife responsibilities. Where do you fit in? Man, if you know, chime in, man. Chime in. Okay, you're the man. Okay, you're the boyfriend. Okay, have you taken on that role of being that provider, making sure that all her needs are met? Are you making sure that all her kids' needs are met if she have kids? Well, how do you fit into this role? How? Talk to me. Tell me. All right. Let's see here. We're gonna move right along right here. Now, let me just go back up here a little bit because I did make some notes here. I did make some notes, and it says here that, ooh, this is really interesting here. We look at relationships today, and again, I want to emphasize this is not a judgment call. It's not a judgment call at all. But we look at a lot of people. They're having kids. They're famous. They're having kids, and they're not married, and a lot of the stars that I've read about, we didn't even know they were in relationships. All of a sudden, there was child. Okay, so what happens in that situation? Okay, what role are they playing? What role are you playing in 2023? Are you that girlfriend? Are you still you doing wifely duties? Are you contemplating wifely duties? Are you that boyfriend? Are you contemplating doing husband duties and have not made that commitment before God yet? Think about it. Because at the end of the day, okay, when a situation come up and you're in a relationship with this person for a period of time, and say this person um uh uh is deceased, and you're not listed on the insurance policy. Okay, even in the obituary, you're noted as the special friend. not the wife, the special friend. And that goes both ways. That goes for the man, that goes for the woman. Seen it. I've seen the obituaries many times where a special friend. Okay, but now let's be real about this situation. All of us are adults here. I'm hoping all of us are over the age of 18. Okay, and back to May's song, "Joy and Pain." Is listen, relationships is joy and pain. Okay, whether you're married, a committed relationship, a girlfriend boyfriend role, because you're being intimate with one another. So let's talk about this thing. And the woman is deceased, and you listen, there's that special friend. The man is deceased, you're that special friend. There's no legal ties to girlfriend and boyfriend. There's no legal ties to that. Okay, a lot of people say, well, it's just a piece of paper. Yes, it's a legal piece of paper in this state, in the United States of America, and most countries. It is a legal document. It's legal when you're married in reference to the rights and privileges of us. And I know that we've come so far as women. We've come so far. And I know, listen, I'm the first person to say, I raised my daughters to be independent. I've been independent a long time. So what I'm saying tonight is, do we sacrifice? Do we give up our right? Are we doing too much? I want to know, are we doing too much? Are we? Are we doing too much? Are we expecting too much as people in relationships, girlfriend and boyfriends? And how long do we wait? How long do we wait to make for that person to make that decision? Because oftentimes, women, we wait for the man to say, "Oh my goodness, well, you're the woman that I want to be with." We give so much of ourselves. We give so much of ourselves to prove that we are worthy to carry this man's last name. We are worthy. It doesn't say that he's worthy to carry our name. It's not even biblical. It's worthy that we should carry his last name. So let's talk about it. I welcome your comments. I welcome your comments. Okay. So let's do this thing right here. All right. Girlfriend status, wifely duties. And some of us have gone beyond. We're having children. We're having children from people who have not made a legal commitment to take care of the responsibility as a husband. We're having children with women who have not taken the responsibility of being a wife, but yet and still we're functioning in that capacity. Okay. Grace Embrace, she says, he who finds a wife, oh my good, you go ahead, Grace, I'm loving it. He who finds a wife finds a good thing. Therefore, you already have to be wifey material. What do you think about that? You already have to be wifey material. You already have to be wifey material. Okay. Sometimes Don Fuller Harris says, sometimes it's not always when the man is ready. Sometimes we as women are not ready. Also, that's true. That's absolutely true. But how much time are you willing to commit? How much time are you allowing yourself to be in that relationship? Okay, thank you for chiming in, Mr. Anthony Harris. Mr. Anthony Harris says, everyone who by the way, he is the founder and owner of Honey's Kitchen. Everyone everyone wants a good man. Everyone wants a good man or woman. It takes this criteria to determine if these are the people we want to be with. Some show off, and some of us who we really are. Who we really are. Now, I listened to The View earlier today, and I was listening to some of the comments that Lonnie Love had made, and she said that some things that she would and would not do as a girlfriend as opposed to a wife. She said that she's not going to wash clothes. She'll lay with him all night long, but she's not going to wash clothes. She's not going to cook for him. What do you think about that? What do you think about that? Do we do Are we giving too much too soon? And oftentimes, I'm gonna be transparent, ladies. Oftentimes, as women, Do we give up? Do we give up the cookie too soon before there's any commitment? Do we give up the cookie? And those of us who's over the age of 25 or 30 should know what the cookie means. Are we having sex too quick with before there's even a commitment and we're just chiming right on in? Think about it. Are we giving it up too quick? Okay, what are we doing? If the shoe doesn't, you must quit. If this subject matter is not for you, I advise you you can sign off. It's okay. Again, this is not a judgment call, but this is a call. What we're trying to do with this podcast, we're talking about things that oftentimes the church don't talk about. We have family members, we have friends. It doesn't mean that we love them any less or any more, and we accept what they're doing. Okay, but it doesn't make it right. Okay, boy, girlfriend status doing wifely duties, boyfriend status doing husband duties. Now, let's see here. I love what Miss Grace said, that the Bible says a man that finds a wife, he finds a good thing. What's a good thing? Can someone define in the chat room? Tell me what do you think they're talking about? Finds a good thing, because I did pull it up scripture wise, and it told me here that I'm going to pull it up here. What the Bible say about a wife? I'm going to pull it up here. Okay. Okay. It says here, what does the Bible say about a wife? Now we're girlfriend status. Okay, it says that here. The main area of responsibility of any wife is to support and be submissive to her husband. Oh, let me say that again. Oh my goodness. Here, the main area of responsibility for any wife is to support and be submissive to her husband. However, if the Lord calls a man into, okay, all right. So what do you think about that? What do you think about that, ladies and gentlemen? Are we giving too much? Are we giving away too much? Are we helping this man build his empire? Are we helping this woman build her empire? And there's no commitment other than we're boyfriend and girlfriend, and we just go lolly dally along. Talk to me. Okay, see here. Talk to me, you all. You all got the you open in the chat. Talk to me. Show me. Show me. Girlfriend and boyfriend status with duties. Should there be a duty in a relationship? Everyone wants a good man or a good woman. Is that true? Every man or woman, everyone wants a good man or a good woman. Is that really true? A helpmate. A helpmate. That's what the Bible says. The Bible says the role of the wife, okay, to work in the home, take care of the kids and all of that. Now, if you're doing all of these things and you're in the girlfriend status, okay, most people do not want to build an empire. They're playing house. Oh, that's from Miss Nikki Fuller. She says most people do not want to build an empire. They're playing house. Okay, we already know what happened to the house, playing house. Okay, so what about that? What you think about that? Is it too many people playing house right now? I welcome your comment. Is it too many people playing house right now? You know what? We may not finish this tonight, and this may be a continuation, because let me tell you something. We got to get off our soapbox, and we need to talk about this situation. Again, It's our responsibility to leave a legacy. It's our responsibility to make sure that our children are cared for. Our family. That's our responsibility. No matter what media says, what corporate says. Okay, the family is the most important thing. And when the Bible talks about that, your first ministry is your home, is your family. If you're doing anything else beyond putting your family first, then you're not building a house on a foundation. You're just doing something. Again, I don't want to deviate too much away from the topic of the girlfriend role and the wife role. But we have to be true to the cause. Everyone knows what they're worthy of. At least you should know. You should think uh, you should think of yourself the most high, okay? Because you're a great catch, and they're a great catch. But we don't have to put ourselves on the back burner. Women, we are fantastic. We are special beings, okay? Especially women, we are spectacular. Okay, we know how to chime in, we know how to chime out. It's not a question about what our place is. Okay, we know how to work this thing. Okay, so girlfriend role, wife duties, giving too much, giving too much. Okay, thank you for chiming in. This is from Miss Marquita. She says, yes, I strongly agree that the man should be the provider, and I don't think that's old school. Oftentimes, we as women let these men off the. Oh my goodness! Now you know what? I got to put my spectacles on, and I'm going to read this again. Everybody. Miss Marquita says, yes, I strongly agree that the man should be the provider. Hello, hello. That's biblical as well. And I don't think that that's old school. Oftentimes, we as women let these men off the hook. Not good. Yes, 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 yes. I concur. I concur. Does anybody in the chat room disagree with that? And again, we're all entitled. We're grown people. We're entitled to our opinions. It's not a judgment call. We want to know what others are thinking. Maybe that's going to help us. Maybe that's going to help us. Okay? All right. So let's think about this thing. Let's think about this thing. Okay. Yes, you are right. Right on, Miss Marquita. I concur. All right. So now let's go back up here. Now I'm listening at Miss Hendricks. Do you have any comment that you want to share? Open to right or wrong answer, however it fits you. Okay, if the shoe don't fit, honey, you must have quit. So it's okay. It's all right. It's okay. So let's see. Okay, let's see here. Now, being that helpmate, building that empire, and I think Ms. Nikki said that earlier today. A lot of people, they don't want to build an empire. They just want to be. If you just want to be in a relationship for 20, 30, 40 years, that's your prerogative to do that. Okay, but there's nothing biblical about that. We know that Moses had to wait on his wife for 7 years. Okay, he had to earn her. He had to earn her for 7 years. But you know what? We've come a long way since then, and I think 7 years is way too long for somebody to say your opinion. Okay, right? But at the end of the day, the beginning of the day, and the end of the day, we must define what our role is in reference to humanity. What do we want for ourselves? Some of us women, we want to be married. Some of us do. We don't want to be just girlfriend status. I think when you get to be about 50 or 60, you girlfriend status. I mean, if that's what you want, if you're content, that's fine. Okay. But I think most of us, men and women, we want to be in a committed relationship unless you've been burned multiple times and you just figure you're just not going to deal with relationships anymore. Okay. But you're still in a boyfriend relationship. You just don't want the commitment. And again, I just want to back up a little bit. In the event, and I'm coming closer into the screen, okay? In the event that you or your boyfriend is diseased, and there is no insurance for you, honey. There's nothing for you. There's nothing legal for you. There's nothing legal for you. Okay? All you can do is say, I knew him and I knew her. Whereas the wife or a husband, there's a difference. There's a difference for as legal wise. Okay? And be a helper. Be a helper. The wife to be a helper to your husband. It doesn't say be a helper to your boyfriend. It don't say be a helper to your girlfriend. It says Ephesians 5:33 says, respect your husband, and the wife must respect your husband, and the husband must respect the wife. It doesn't say respect your girlfriend. It doesn't say respect your boyfriend. Those are just humanitarian things that we do as people, respect one another. But in a biblical sense, for as intimacy in a relationship, it says respect your husband, Ephesians 5:33. Husbands, respect your wife. Wife, respect your husband. Okay? It says what we say or what we do, we can't deviate from the word of God. Well said, Miss Harris. Well said to Miss Marquita. It's not old school. It's just school. It's not old school. It's just school. Okay. When we go to school, it's school. We're learning about things every day. So women and men, if you still doing if you got a girlfriend status on your application, it says girlfriend. On your job description, it says wife duties. You don't have a ring, you don't have a commitment, or you don't have a ring on it. It is what it is. The same thing with the man. If you're the boyfriend and you don't and you doing husband duties, you have not professed that you want to marry this woman, giving her your last name, then you know what? You're having fun. You're playing house. And a house that's built on sand will always fall. A house that's built on sand will fall. Oh, yes, it will, honey. A house on sand will fall because the moment a strong wind come upon it, it will fall. Again, this is not a judgment. This is not as Life Turns podcast. We don't judge anybody, but we want to know what you're thinking. And perhaps something that we've said will help you get a perspective as to where direction that you want to go. And it's a building tool. I like to look at as Life Turns podcast as a building tool because it's helping me and I'm hoping it's helping you. But I believe this is a topic that we will carry on for the next time because a lot of people are very shy. They're very shy when it comes to intimacy and relationships and what their roles are. But you have to know who you are and know who you are and what you are to be able to come on this podcast and be able to share your comments. Okay, you have to do that. And we have a lot of liberty here on this podcast. And with any podcast, um, um, it's not a judgment call. Not a judgment call at all. But I wanted to, those of you that chimed in, and I thank you so much. I invited a guest tonight, Miss Geraldine, and I don't see where she was able to sign on tonight. But I think this is something that we're going to have to continue on for the next time because I want to reach as many women and men as I can because we need to change the dynamic of our culture. Our black and brown culture change the dynamics of that. Um, um, it can be a losing battle, and our job is to leave a legacy. It's about the money. It's not always about the materialistic things. It's ideas, it's principles, it's morals. And we've got to get back to those morals. Okay? So again, I thank you tonight. And I believe again, I want to Grace Embrace. I want to thank her. I want to thank Miss Dawn Fuller Harris. I want to thank Mr. Harris from Honey's Kitchen, who has a restaurant in Hollywood Saturday and Sunday. Go check them out. They have great soul food. Check them out. You won't be disappointed. I thank you for joining in, Miss Marquita, Miss Nikki, Miss Pamela Hedrick, who has she's a strong woman and she has so much to offer. She has so much to give. And I just thank you for joining in, Miss Pam. And for that, well, for that, I'm gonna say good night, and we'll see you again. And we're gonna continue this because we're gonna sum this up next time. And I invite you to invite men and women to chime in because we need to talk about this thing. It's real. It's real. Know what your responsibilities are. Know your job description. Know your job description. And some of you don't have one. You don't need one. You're having fun. You're playing house. Love is great. Sex is great. Everything is great. But guess what? That commitment will come. It will need to come at some point in time. Okay? So with that said, I'm going to chime off tonight, but I want to leave you with this, honey. I want to leave you with this, honey, because Maze, love can be better, honey. Yes, it can. Yes, it can be sweet, honey. Yes, honey. And sometimes you see. Yes. The ones you care for. So much pain. Yeah. Joy and pain. Until next time, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.